Every day, chat and chart live during the New York session. Here, real traders share the raw truth, their mindset, technical analysis, and execution. This is where real traders show their skill set. Welcome to Tradin TV. This is your stage to shine.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello. How
Good
are
evening,
you?
guys. How are you guys?
Good, good. How are you?
All
Okay.
good? All good. Big day today, huh?
Yeah.
So no introductions needed. Let's get to it. Rosa, what do you have for us?
Nothing. I have nothing. I just closed a NASDAQ position buy position yesterday.
Okay.
I did close it uptick, so it was pretty good. And now I'm selling NASDAQ on my
Okay.
personal account. And I keep trying selling gold at
Still?
FundingPips. Yep.
Okay.
Third time in a row, I'm going to be wrong. So that's fine.
Okay. Actually, I have a theory about gold. Since today is the what's it called, the interest rate decision, I think that the gold has been going up to price in the or pricing in the interest rate cut that is going to happen today. So that's why it's been going up. So after Jerome Powell finishes his speech after the press conference, I believe the institutions will start taking profit and we might see a drop. So that's just a theory, nothing confirmed. I don't have a setup confirming this, but I'm just speculating. What do you guys think?
Honestly, gold, has been pricing the levels and everything. And we went to the psychological level of 3,700. And I actually shorted yesterday from 3,690, and I'm still in my
Alright.
shorts. I've been
Alright.
increasing them gradually. However, I'm just waiting for a perfect level to buy from.
Okay.
On my live account. I'm not gonna hold it through the FOMC unless I'm in at least 100, 200 pips profit.
But where's
Uh,
your TP on this one?
my TP on this one, I already took partials at 66,
Okay.
and I'm waiting for 55 and 35. I wanted to
Right.
tap 55. I really believe it's gonna tap 55 during New York session today. Most probably either 55
Okay.
or 35. Profit taking at all-time highs, very, very aggressive move up to the upside. And we would want to grab some liquidity before
Okay.
the FOMC. That's,
All right. Makes sense.
yeah.
Makes sense. What do you think, Zamco? You're muted.
We can't hear you. Say if you remember last week's session,
Yeah.
we hit target and then I
Yeah.
shorted after it.
No, I didn't short. No, I
I
never short
shorted
gold.
after it.
As long
Rosa,
as
were you still in your shorts?
I hope so. No?
No.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. I took a loss like 30 minutes before that happening. So yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Where were you attempting to short from today?
I did have problems with my EA's robots on my personal account. So when I realized gold was dropping, I just went in a very bad position, just a few points from here, 3665. So
Oh,
we're 3666. So
yeah.
imagine. But I had an alert,
I mean, look,
like
it's
200
not
points
really
above.
bad. It's not really bad from here, as long as your stops is at least at 77.
It
Yeah.
is. It is above that.
Yeah, it should give you a decent move, I believe. I would
Hopefully.
move my stops to break even after hitting 60.
Well, uh, speaking of last live stream that we had, I have
Yeah.
two stories, a sad story and a happy story. Which one would you like? Which one would you like to hear first?
I'd like the happy one, the good one.
Remember my Euro USD position or limit order that I had?
Yeah.
Okay, let me show you what happened.
Go
That's
ahead.
the happy story. Second, there it is. Yeah, so guys, remember what happened? It reached, I told you it reached 1.1683
Yeah.
and my order was over here and it started going up. But one day later, it it hit my limit order, it filled my order, and here we are. So that's the happy story. Now, as for the sad story, it happened 2 days ago. I had the London session live stream, and I gave the guys a long on gold, a
Hmm.
trade on gold. Um, my analysis was basically that we were looking at a bullish pennant. Sorry, let me remove that. So we're looking at a bullish pennant, and an Elliott triangle at the same time. Uh, it was like flawless. Three waves down, three waves up, three waves down, three waves up. So I had my order at 3635 with my stops under C, which is 3625.
Hmm.
So what happened is, this is exactly what happened. Let me draw it. So after this happened, I placed my order here. Okay, so with stops at 25 and TP at 85. So 1 to 5, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so what happened is, look, it reached 35.70 and then same day TP. It didn't fill me, unfortunately. So that's the sad
Crazy.
story. Yeah, that's the sad story.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I was in that buy though. I
I
was I
I
was in
had
it.
my order and I was busy with something else, so I missed it, unfortunately. But some people took it, so I'm happy that someone took it at
Yeah.
least. Yeah.
It's great.
So Zamco, you're back. What do
Yeah,
you think?
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So with gold, I'm a bit unsure of what I expect to happen, but with NASDAQ, I do expect it to go up. And sorry, I got hiccups. The reason for that is there is an hourly fair value gap that we very strongly wicked into. And now I expect price to just continue rallying. Obviously, depending on what the news is, it might completely change. And there are two scenarios. Let me actually show you. Let me share my screen. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? It's
Not
there
yet.
yet.
Not yet.
Let me do it again. Okay. There we go.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. So we have this hourly fair value gap right here, or 30-minute, whichever one. And the thing is, we've tapped into this 30-minute fair value gap very impulsively. Like, look at how we came down to it. So now I feel like we might just consolidate a bit and then just start rocketing all the way up and continuing up. Or there's the other scenario where we have this 15-minute fair value gap here that's untested, and it's kind of just sitting above these highs. So either we would see price coming up to here, violating it, and then continuing up, or we might see price sweeping down lower, coming up higher, and then going further down. One or the other. I don't know. I feel like these two zones very crucial. It's between these two areas, this 15-minute and this 30-minute. So I'm kind of anticipating price to continue up. Reason for that is because we are extremely bullish, but there's also the thing of this 15-minute fair value gap up here. And when it comes to constant rallying, and when you have a big news release like FOMC, usually people start profit taking, so then we might actually see a dump. So either short term we might continue up from here, but at least up to this 15-minute fair value gap, and then from here I'm not really sure, but short term right now at least up to this region up here, and then overall we might see a dump from these regions. That's kind of what I think for NASDAQ. And for gold, yeah, no clue. I've got nothing on gold. We might, yeah, I've got no clue.
No, I think gold will keep going up from here at least till the interest rate decision time, so that it will be close to the all-time high.
Yeah.
Waiting for Jerome Powell's remarks. So if he gave hawkish remarks, it'll go back down and keep dropping. And my theory that I mentioned in the beginning would play out. But if he turns out to be dovish and he wants to cut more rates this year or next year, I believe we'll see it continuing the rally and breaking all-time highs again. So,
right.
The easiest spot for it to do either or is near the all-time highs. So I believe from now till the interest rate decision, it will be going up, not down. That's for gold. That's just also a theory.
Right. Yeah, well, I tend to stay away from like news. Like it's not my job to predict what the news is going to do. I just base it off what other candles showing. Yeah. Sorry?
It's fun to guess.
It is fun to guess, of course. Of course, you can have, yeah, I guess so. But
as long as you're not betting money on it, no problem.
Yeah, I guess there's that. But you know, when we're streaming and I'm saying like, yeah, I think gold's gonna do this, and then it doesn't do it, and then they're like, ah, you were wrong, and it's like, well, I didn't know it's gonna do it.
Yeah. Excuse me, we are not gods. Yeah, of course, we might be wrong sometimes. Why not?
It's annoying because people will take our words and make trades out of them.
Exactly.
So that is why
that's why we keep saying or repeating the disclaimer. This is not a trade. I wouldn't enter here. I'm just speculating. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't tell my people, I wouldn't tell my community to go in any trades before the FOMC. But I would take a trade on my personal account at my own risk. That's what I would do. And it is 100%. For me, I would take the loss before taking the win. So before getting in that trade, I know that I lost it. Because, you know, FOMC, and it's one of the biggest trading days in history. Today is just going to be very, very crazy, very volatile. So I wouldn't recommend people to take trades.
So let me read you some stats about today. Oh, 1 second, please. Let me find it. I have it.
Saif, I remember I read they're gonna. I mean, it's either they're gonna cut 25 points today, or 50.
25.
Most probably 25, and then they will place in future cuts.
Yeah, that's what you're saying is the forward guidance. That's called the forward guidance. So they will cut the 25 basis points because the Fed cannot surprise the markets. So the 25 basis points has to come today. But some economists and some analysts are now saying that there might be a 50% cut, but that's a 50 basis point cut, which is like, let me check the odds. I think it's 4% or 6%. That's it. There's a 6% odd that they will cut 50 basis points today.
And the rest is on the 25. Yeah,
exactly.
That's true.
So there's a 100% chance that there will be a rate cut today, but it's most likely 25 basis points. So let me read you some fun facts. some stats. So 2025 will be the third year since 1996 with a rate cut while the S&P 500 is at record highs. This is one. Two, since 1980, the Fed has cut rates 20 times with the S&P 500 within 2% of all-time highs. The third one is 100% of rate cuts since 1980 with the S&P 500 at record highs led to more record highs 12 months later. Rate cuts are coming amid the AI revolution, the biggest technological revolution since the 1990s. The 1996 rate cut with the S&P 500 at all-time highs led to more than 22% rally in 12 months. Wednesday will mark, which is today, will mark the first Fed rate cut in 30 years with the PCE inflation at or above 2.9%. So today is big. Like this didn't happen for the past 30 years. So today
Exactly.
will be
So
big. Yeah.
we're witnessing something very, very big.
Yeah. Okay. So
You know,
let's
I
see
just
what we
realized
have.
something.
Yeah.
I'm looking at gold right now, and basically 76 to 78 is going to decide where we're going to be before the FOMC. So if we do break 76 or to 78, break above it, close, and maintain that zone, then we will definitely be above those levels before FOMC. However, if we do tap 76 to 78 and fail to break above it, I really see gold dropping before FOMC and then going up higher minutes before the release.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
I mean, if you mark it on the chart, you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and on my chart, it's the 50-day moving average, so it makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is an important level.
yeah.
What else do we have? Let's check the US dollar. Let's see what it's doing. Uh,
It's trying to move higher.
it finally broke below the
Yeah.
97 mark, finally. So I think now we're moving to 95.6. But let's see. It all depends. Actually, you know what? Let me share my screen and show you what I have on the DXY.
Let's see.
Okay, so going back to 1985, the dollar index has been trending down. Then in October, on December 2014, it broke above, and we started making higher highs and higher lows, which means that there has been a reversal in the overall trend. So that's the monthly chart, by the way. So now we're getting closer to the major trend line, which is the uptrend line. So here's the crazy theory I have. The way I see it is that it might reach somewhere around here, maximum, like 93.5, and then we'll start trending back up, and we might see the 120 points on the XY. So, yeah, there it is, the 120, which could mean maybe a recession. It might mean that all currencies against the US dollar are going to suffer in the upcoming couple of years, 3 years, I don't know. So let's go down to the daily. So yeah, we're almost there. I'm marking it as 95.6, but it can overshoot and go to 93, of course. You can sorry, you can never like guess the exact number, but it's going to reverse somewhere from here. So let's see if that works. Let me see what we have on the euro. Now, conversely, the euro has been trending down for the past, I don't know, 17 years, since 2008, and now it broke above, but
Yeah.
it still did not break above the previous high, which is 1.23, let's say 1.233. Okay, so that's the last line of defense. If that happens, we might see the euro continuing the uptrend, but I believe that it will not, and will go back down, and we will see sub parity. Euro will drop below 1, but that's very long term analysis, just like sharing. So yeah, what do you guys think?
Makes sense. Oh,
But you know what that means? That means we're heading towards like a more painful recession and crisis than the ones we had before. So, guys, everyone watching, that's how you use technical analysis as one of the tools to predict economic events. So, in case you're wondering. So, what do you guys think? Do you think we're heading into a crash or a recession, financial crisis?
I'm hoping for a big
Oh my
recession,
God!
big
Why?
crisis. I'm waiting for it. I'm hoping for it.
Okay, so you're planning to swing some shorts, yeah?
Not really. The thing is,
Yeah.
every time, like, whenever I watch movies, or even in 2008 when there was the big housing market crash, anytime there's like big recessions, big crashes, I was
Yeah.
a young kid. I had no money to be able to actually do anything with it. But now I know I can position myself, so I'm just waiting. I'm hoping, please just crash, come straight to the ground, so then I can
You
buy
had
out
one this
everything.
year. You had one this year on the stock
Yeah,
market.
it wasn't like crazy, you know. I want the most craziest one where you walk outside
Yeah,
like things are on
yeah, you want the
fire.
evil stuff. You want people to lose jobs. You want the economy to, yeah,
I
I get
want
you.
the whole economy to just collapse.
Okay, that's
Everything. I want fires all over the streets, and then when
I mean,
every
that's where millionaires are built.
yeah,
exactly.
and that's where millionaires are wiped out as well.
Yeah.
So no, that's really dangerous. Like the thing is, we as traders we can make money on the way down and on the way up,
Yeah.
but most people cannot. So that's not a good thing to hope for.
Mhm.
Um, like I don't know. Like I made most of my money during crashes, so I get you. But that's nothing. Like I feel bad for hoping for a crash to happen. So Rosa, what do you think?
Oh, that's a long-term position, and I don't do long-term positions in general. Not even thinking about them. I don't live day by day, but I know nothing about economy. I just try to survive. It is bad when we enter a recession. Of course, there's always opportunities in recessions. I get that, but not for everyone. Um,
Yeah, exactly.
but opportunities, I think, are there every single day. So because gold wasn't in a recession like 3 weeks ago, it's been up, and I didn't make the right choices. So I've been selling. If I were buying, I would say, "Oh, fantastic! Just go up. Don't don't fall at all." So it depends on what side you are, and what do you do when you are on the wrong side, recession side or the winning side? Because even I know lots of people very good, making literally thousands and thousands and thousands of euros, but then they don't manage it properly, and they are back to the starting point in a few months. So I don't know what's going to happen with market. At some point, it will have to drop because it's like the market. It's waves, so it goes up and then down and up. So I don't know. I hope to be on the winning side, whatever it is. But
Hopefully.
that's it. So honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. Sometimes we are. You can see how the world has changed, and stock market won't stop going up. Gold's going up. NASDAQ's going up. So everything's like going up, and it doesn't reflect the real world. I don't think the stock market or the trading reflects the real world. And the news today, more than reflecting our reality, could be like liquidating positions. Friday, remember, Friday is rollover, end of contract. So a lot of people are waiting for today's news just to get rid of thousands of contracts that they're holding up. So I don't think it's going to be a mirror of the society, but that's my point from someone, my thinking from me, and what do I know about markets, honestly.
But if that happens, and if we enter a recession, now let me guys explain to you this very simple thing. The definition of a recession is technically is 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth in the economy. So it's no big deal if any economy enters a technical recession, which is 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth. They can rebound from that. But what I'm talking about is not this kind of recession, not the technical recession. I'm talking about the crash, the like end of the world scenario, which is like it might be a world war, it might be, I don't know, a pandemic, whatever. So if that happens, we will see gold at maybe 5,000, 10,000. I don't like see that impossible to happen. And we will see like big drops, like 50%, 60% in the stock market, simply because if the economy is like suffering, it means that companies are not making as much money, so they cannot hire people, so the labor market goes down, and spending slows. So because people don't have money to spend, so spending slows. The taxes that the government is collecting from people become lower, so it's like it's a vicious cycle. So I wouldn't want this to happen, but as Rosa said, it's part of the cycle. Crashes and big corrections are part of the cycle, so we might be seeing that happening. This was fun. Okay, let's move to something else now. So, guys, what questions do you have? People watching.
Someone said, Zamco, you have a great PC, bruv.
Okay. Zamco bad boy. It's not me. Someone saying that.
I know. I read the comment. See this comment right here. I don't think any government would let the country go into recession. I don't think you realize the people in government are the most stupidest people you could ever imagine. They don't actually know what they're doing. Like like my brothers have worked in government roles, and the people you see working, like, they don't actually know what they're doing. You don't. If you think about it, like, I'm so amazed. Like, how is this country operating with these people in the background? It just makes no sense. So, yeah, governments can't really do anything about stopping a recession. They don't actually know what they're doing. So, yeah, it will go into recession if it needs to go into recession.
That's correct. Plus, what ignites a recession or like a crash is basically psychology or emotions. So governments cannot control the emotions of masses. So if people start panic selling, there's nothing they can do about it. So that's that.
Exactly.
What else do we have? What is your bias on FOMC today? No bias for me. I'm just waiting. They're going to cut 25 basis points, but I'm waiting for the press conference after the what's it called, the interest rate decision, so that we see the forward guidance that Jerome Powell will give. Hi, Saif. Hi, how are you? Thank you. While someone was speaking, I believe it was like Salah speaking, I read a fun comment. 1 second. Like basically, it says that we have the 3 haircuts of men in this live stream.
I read the comment.
Yeah, you read it. Yeah.
It's actually hilarious when you think about it.
Pearson Hardman is saying, yeah, politicians are just kids with power.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen just for a
Please.
second.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna share my personal account just for a few seconds. So I'm gonna show you how do I trade gold. So you will only see the arrows. Well, I had many problems today with my expert advisor, the one I used for the risk management. But just to see how different we are. Ready? Can you see my screen? Not yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay, let me try again. Let's see. You probably think I'm just crazy. This, you see it now? All these things, all these arrows are selling and buying. I've been very profitable today, even with problems I've had. But this is the way well, some of the trades are mistakes, just because the EA wasn't working properly. But mainly is the way I trade gold every day. So, and points are very similar to the entries I give here if I see the opportunity. So I've been selling all this side, and then I've been trying some buys. Well, as you can see, it's plenty of arrows. Very profitable today, but not my peak. I couldn't perform. I started losing quite a lot of money, and I couldn't perform as I usually perform on gold. So quite different, right? I don't know how many trades I took, but probably 50. I could count here rapidly. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it could be 50, 60. So yeah, just to show you.
Did I hear you right? You said EA. You're using an expert advisor to execute?
Yeah, but it's not an expert advisor as per se. So it doesn't take trades. So I took the trades. I just hit the buy or the sell button, and then it manages risk and the trades.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
it manages your like position size, basically, yeah?
Yes.
Something
Position
like
size, and then
Magic
close it.
Keys.
Yeah. Sometimes it closes, as you can see. I don't know here. All these 3 points. It's because I took a trade and then I take partials along the way. So this is what the EA does for me, because it's very quick. So this is what I do. As you can see here, that was mistakes, a few mistakes, because the EA wasn't working properly, but it doesn't matter. So I take one trade, I divide this trade into 6 positions, and I close the positions along the way. Or I accept the stop loss, full stop loss, and I move on to another trade. That's why you see it's not many trades. Maybe in total it's about 6, 7 trades, but they are divided. So I close positions partially. And this is the EA for. So, but it's not like a robot. It doesn't take trades.
Yeah, I got you.
Stuff. Yeah. So yeah, very, very different from the way you all trade. I'm showing the positions on M5, but I take the positions on M1. I only, but I don't want to see the exact points I've been trying to kill the market today. So, but still, it works. So yeah, that's it. So I just wanted to share that with you. This is my personal account. So waiting for a few scalps on gold if I have the opportunity today. Very, very different from what you do. That's why I'm so bad at large positions, like the sell I'm here today and on gold, or the sells I've been taking these past days, because I don't know how to analyze the market to understand how big of a move it's going to make the market. I just understand what is going to happen in the next 10 minutes. So pretty different.
So speaking of that, do you have any setups right now?
No, I'm just waiting for discounts.
What about you guys? Do you
I'm
have any
just waiting
setups?
for 76, 78. What is it going to do there? It's going to reject, hard reject, and give a retest. And I will short more. And if
Your
it
trade
breaks
is risk-free
above,
now, yeah?
huh?
Your trade is risk-free now, right?
Yeah, my original trade is risk free. It's from 90. Yeah. So if we break above 76, 78, close above it, and retest it, I'm gonna go longs. If we fail to break it and retest it, I will go shorts more. But 76, 78 is my only zone currently.
Okay, so to be honest, I don't like it so much. I mean, the gold chart right now for like
It's
a
nasty.
scalp. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't enter here.
Yeah,
Um,
you're just gonna be in a mess if you enter here.
you have so many resistances on the way up. So
Hmm.
if you're buying and if you're selling, you
Same
have
thing.
too many support zones. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, let me check NASDAQ.
NASDAQ is nothing.
Okay, so NASDAQ. Okay, that's an interesting daily chart. And daily candle to be specific, because yesterday it made an all-time high and then it got rejected and closed as a doji,
Hmm.
and today it broke yesterday's low. So that's something. It's trying to tell us something.
Yep.
1 second, let me see. So do we have any questions? But like, can you guys like answer some questions while I go through the NASDAQ? Because someone
I'm
is
selling on
asking.
NASDAQ, but I'm about, well, I'm at the starting point, at the entry. But I'm
So,
selling, yeah.
so
So
you're at break even right now, yeah?
yeah, kind of nearly there.
You're selling NASDAQ to the low of that wick, right?
Hopefully.
Like 24210, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
It didn't hit my TP on this super fast week. My TP was like 3 points away, and it didn't hit it.
NYSE Open is gonna might sweep there.
Yeah,
Exchange Open.
but overall, I think it's still bullish.
Yeah.
I'm not talking today, Rosa, in general.
Oh no,
Yep.
it's fine. I
Just
think
not.
it's bullish as well.
Yeah, it's still bullish, but we started seeing some like weakness signs, but it's still bullish.
Yeah, someone saying 50 trades. Yeah, well, 50 because my ear, I had some problems with my ear. Usually on a session, I can have like 7, 10 trades. sometimes only 2. It depends on the session. But today it was one of these sessions you can make for 3 months, and I couldn't take advantage of the session today. I tried, but I couldn't, because the way I work, my EA is very important, just to support all my ideas. And it kicks me out of the trade the very moment I'm wrong. So I don't wait for a reversal. If I'm slightly wrong, I'm out of the trade. That's why I entered so many times today. But it's not an usual session. But it's the same strategy. When I give signals here, it's the same. Yeah, but it seems like many trades. Yeah, I know.
I can't find anything interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, there's
Nothing.
definitely nothing.
So I think to make this valuable, I mean the live stream, let's answer questions. So guys watching, please shoot, ask us. What do you want? What do you want to learn? What do you want to know?
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
Someone's asking you, Zamco, how your setup works.
My setup. Okay.
Can you give us the Holy Grail, please?
It's not really a holy. It's very simple. I'll.
And
show
as always, the hair routine, of course. We
I
need
literally
both.
do nothing. It's just
Salah needs it.
I can't relate. I can't relate.
So let me quickly talk about the trade that I took yesterday on my FundingPips account, which made me $33,000, I think, something like that, 32,000. So that's a payout pending. So basically, what was happening was gold was trending up, and then we started seeing a big push down, sweeping these lows, and I was still bullish because we had the psychological number up here, 3,700, so 3,700, and that hadn't been tapped into. So I was expecting that to be swept, and that's why even when price was coming down over here, I was like, no, we should sweep that high at least, just because it's a nice psychological number. So that's one confluence in my trading. I use whole numbers and psychological numbers as either entries or targets. And then I also use fair value gaps. So in this scenario over here, I took an early entry. Okay, I'm going to show you. So as price was coming down, we had this 1 minute fair value gap. Was it? Yeah, it was right here. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was there. One sec. It was here. No. It was here. So it was this 1 minute fair value gap over here. We tapped that. We started rejecting. So I was in buys, and then we started coming even further down. But the thing was, my stop loss was below this 5 minute wick low. And the reason for that is because I understood that, so my TP was up here. So I understood that we do have this protected low over here, but just underneath, if you look, there is a 5 minute fair value gap, quite small, but it has not been tapped into. So I knew that most likely if we do break this low, and my stop loss would be hit. So I should maybe extend my stop loss to at least the previous major wick low, which is the 5 minute fair value gap right here. So my stop loss was below that, and my TP was at 3,700. So basically, I am just following market structure and understanding that some lows might get swept, and that's just liquidity sweeps. And I'm just looking at fair value gaps to enter off. That's pretty much it. That's kind of like the breakdown of my strategy. It's just following higher highs and higher lows. And sometimes you do see breaks of lows, but those are just liquidity grabs to then continue up higher. Because overall, on the higher time frame, I have an understanding of if there's an untested fair value gap to the left, or if there's equal highs. These are types of things that need to be swept. And overall, just the direction of the market. I'm just following that. So it's simply just following the trend, liquidity sweeps, fair value gaps, or inefficiencies as I call them, and that's pretty much it. It's very, very simple. Now this is a low risk to reward trade, I understand. Normally these aren't my normal trades, but my usual ones are typically on German 40. And there was a really, really good one yesterday, which is right here. Let me break that down quickly for you guys. So first you need to understand Asian highs and Asian lows. So again, liquidity. Everything to me, I'm just looking at liquidity. We've seen a sweep of Asian highs. Cool. So now I'm expecting potentially the Asian lows to be swept. And we have almost equal lows as well. So again, liquidity points. These are all targets for price to go to. So what happened was, as price is coming down on German 40, we are breaking lows. Look, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we're pushing all the way down, right? Now, I was waiting for London Open, which is at 8 a.m. UK time, which was right here. So the trade would have really been at this 1 minute fair value gap here, because I'm just following lower time frame structure, you see? So we are constantly breaking lows. And after this low over here, we pushed up and then broke it again. So all I'm waiting for is some sort of retracement. And then that's where the entry was, right there. Stop loss above the previous high and TP at the previous Asian low. Or you can look further at previous major lows. So like down here, that's kind of what I was targeting. And there we go. That's all it is. I'm just following the trend, higher, lower lows, lower highs, and just getting in on the retracements and just continuing the trend. That's all I do, and understanding overall higher time frame liquidity. So this trade right here was a 1 to 8, just like that, within what, less than 10 minutes. So that's pretty much my strategy. Hopefully that is clear to everyone. Just, it's very simple, just following the trend, liquidity, inefficiencies, and that's it.
Well said.
FundingPips is actually amazing. I didn't even know when I bought the account, right? I know there's 40% consistency to pass. I had no clue that there is no consistency on funded. So the moment I found that out, I was full porting straight away. I'm like, all right, full port this gold buy. And then that's what made the 32,000. So I was just like, oh, this is amazing. There's no consistency on funded. And literally someone was asking for like some knowledge to go with like futures prop firms. You need to understand the rules of each prop firms, right? Now, wherever you see that rules could benefit your trading style, I instantly just think, how can I exploit this? Wherever the weakness is in the rules, where it can benefit from where my system can benefit from it, that's what I'm actively doing. I'm constantly understanding. First, you need to understand your strategy first, and then look at the prop firm's rules, the account type that favors your strategy. And then that's what you exploit straight away. So that's, I know I use the word exploit in like a bad way, but I just mean find the weakness where you can benefit the most. And that's what I do. So that's how I go about prop firms. Just exploit wherever you can, really.
It's the same way I do, same approach, Zamco. I do the same. I just read the rules over and over and over to see where's the weak point.
Exactly.
And then it's not taking advantage because I haven't wrote the rules. But it's like, but same as trading, right? In my personal account, I just try to do the same, but with other people on the other side, just taking some of the trades. So it's not exploiting, but I know what you mean, and I think it's the right. It's legal, so
Exactly.
you're not doing anything illegal or anything.
You're
But if there's
increasing your
no
odds. Nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
Exactly.
of course,
Robbing the banks legally.
Yeah. If you're going to allow me to rob you, then all right, fine, I'll do it.
You know, guys, the other day I saw a nice financial advice from someone, like, he was messing around. Like, he was saying that it takes you 30 years to pay off a loan from a bank. But if you rob a bank, it takes you 10 years to get out of prison. So follow more for more financial advice. I love the guy.
Yeah, definitely. I think people should always be in the mindset of finding any little weakness or solution that they could just take advantage of from anything, really. And I think that's what creates really creative and successful people. You just try to find the little bits of inefficiencies in anything. It's like, I can profit from that. Oh, I can take advantage of that. But most people, they don't even care to think. So they just live in a very dull world. They just do as they're told. They don't even think for themselves. So I think, you should approach things with, where can I see the benefit in this? What can I do over here? It's just constantly breaking things down and understanding it properly.
I usually benefit a lot from the FundingPips Pro accounts, the 100K Pro accounts. Very simple, easy to pass. Once you pass phase 1, you get phase 2 almost instantly, like 30 minutes max. And if you pass phase 2, your account's gonna get reviewed instantly. A max of 3 days, and you're gonna have your master account. And the following Tuesday, you're gonna get to request a payout. So it is very easy and simple to make money out of those accounts.
Yeah,
much better than the regular accounts, to be honest.
What's the drawdown, daily drawdown and total drawdown for this account? Okay.
3% daily drawdown. And they made something new. If you want daily payouts, you need to go through 35% consistency rule during the evaluation only. However, when you get the master account, you have no consistency rules, but you get to request daily payouts, which is crazy. But it would take time to pass that. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah, I try to pass in one trade every time.
Same here. That is what I do. I never ever take a week or whatever to pass an account. But when I teach people, I tell them you need to follow those rules, because they don't have that experience and they're not willing to throw that money away, because they could easily lose the account. So when I tell people, how to pass, ideally they would take around 10 days to pass an account.
Yeah.
But I wish I could do that myself, because I would pass in a day or 2 at most.
Yeah.
10 days is just crazy to me. I do the same. But the thing is, something to take into account is how much money are you willing to put as an investment on prop firms before you get a payout? Because if you only can pay for an account a month, then you can't risk it all on one trade.
Yeah.
But if I can buy 10 accounts a day, I'll for sure try, because mathematically it's just
statistics.
It's just numbers. And even flipping a coin and prop firms work.
Heads up, guys, gold is at 78.
Yeah.
Yep. I broke. I got in buys, but I couldn't give it out yet unless we get a retest. Like this 15-minute closes above 76 to 78, and we get a retest. If we get a retest, then that is our entry.
I still don't like it, although I'm almost sure that it's going to be around the all-time high by 10 p.m. today.
Safe. We're not going to like any of the setups that we're going to have today or the opportunities, because you see the volatility, and there's going to be a lot of manipulation, especially the last few hours before the release.
Correct.
However, we can try to get whatever we can and exit before, if you don't want to risk. I personally just got in 1% on this trade because I don't like it, and I got in way too early. I got in around 73.8 and 74. I don't like it, but if this 15-minute closes above 76, 78, then it is one extra confirmation for us. We got a retest. That's perfect.
Yeah, sorry. I believe it's going to 85. That's the turning point, I believe.
85. Yeah, 85. 85, yeah. It's the only target that we have currently.
Yeah.
Break above 85. Then
and a close above 85 as well.
Yeah, we close above 85, then we are 100% going to 700.
Okay, so let's read some questions. I am long from the bottom on gold. Keep holding.
Hold. Huddle.
What do you think of Pip Farm? What's that?
It's a prop firm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not good. Even though I don't know it, it's not good.
Just the name, I don't like it.
No. What Pip Farm? I thought it was like some kind of a game or something. What else do we have? How can we copy trade funding pips challenges? Do we use Trade-O-Vate or a different platform? Guys, this is not my world. Please answer. I don't understand any of this.
You're not allowed to copy trade from other people, only from your own accounts on funding pips. It isn't allowed to copy trade from a master account outside of funding pips. That isn't yours. What else?
So basically what you're saying is that if I have a funding pips account, I can copy my own trades. That's it.
Across your accounts.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
But
it.
No
But
one else can copy my trades.
No, if they have a account that isn't on funding pips, whatever other prop firm live account,
Yeah.
funding pips' account has to be the master account in the trade copy trader.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a basic copier would do.
Yeah. As long as funding pips' account is the main account and they're not copying to any FB account.
So guys, what would you like to learn about? People watching, ask questions, please.
I think it's going to be a spike in a minute or two, in 1 minute time frame. So when I say a spike, is something very fast.
You mean on gold or
On gold?
NASDAQ? Okay. Yeah, I believe so. Still going to 85, 84.
People are asking a lot of technical questions that are for like support staff. What platform can I use? Can I trade Bitcoin? These are all support staff questions.
Yeah.
And they're asking about other prop firms for some reason.
Yeah, that too.
We're obviously not going to talk about other prop firms over here.
And I think Funding Pips has like geniuses on support now. Just go and ask them.
Yeah.
One second, what's that? When I analyze any pair, every time in my mind, like this is perfect or not.
Oh, he doubts basically his setups. So is it like, what do you guys do for confidence in your analysis?
Set and forget.
Just like if you've tested the strategy and your edge, there's no reason to second guess it. Just like slap it on the trading account or whatever, or the chart, and just wait. If it loses, no big deal. If it wins, also no big deal. That's basically no need to have confidence in anything. If you analyzed it, or if you back tested it, right, factory girl?
Yep, I agree with you. Over and over the same.
Exactly.
I just back tested a strategy that's on my in one of my real accounts.
A new one, you mean?
Sorry, I back tested a strategy where I've been working on a strategy for many months, right? So,
Okay.
And I'm going to talk about the back test. It's on my in one of my real accounts since yesterday. So it passed all my back tests, stress tests, etc., etc. And I've been over 9,000 trades. So that's a lot of trades, just to make sure. And it's pretty consistent from 2018. with it was market change direction, then was COVID, and now it's this rally up since last year. So, and it's been consistent. So, I mean, just to trust your strategy is because you've done a proper backtest, and it's going to be ups and downs, but it's going to work in the end on the long term. It's turning. I'm just following gold very closely.
Yeah, we can get the retest now. I'm gonna share my screen just in case.
Come on.
Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so ideally we would want to retest this. Tap here so we could have our entry for the guys.
Where's the starting point of your area?
76.
76.
Yeah,
Okay.
76 would do. With a TP1 at 85 and a TP2 at 700.
$74 is mine, so roughly.
I would give a wider SL on this. Pips.
I like 74 more, to be honest.
Yeah, 74.
Although I still don't like it, but
Yeah, nice 15-minute fair value gap.
Quick question for you guys. When you define like now, an area just to go in the trade, how do you choose at what point in the red area do you enter? So where in this area, for instance?
the
Over
fair value
here?
gap, you mean?
Yeah, so you've defined the red area, is your entry point, and your stop loss down below the area, the red area, and then your take profit. But within this area, where do you enter?
I would enter right here.
Okay.
Exactly right here.
All right.
Because you see that is we have a zone over here. See, from the starting point, from here all the way running to here. Even when we dropped, we tried to break it and go above, but we couldn't.
Okay.
And now you could call it a support or whatever you want.
Resistance became support. It was a resistance once, now it broke and closed above, it became support. Makes sense.
Okay, so are you in already?
Yeah. I'm already in from before. I got in around
Okay.
73 and 74, but this is the entry I have for the guys on the live. And then that is the only logical trade we can have today.
What an entry. I really hope it'll keep going up from here.
Let's see.
That'll be very impressive.
I like to look at the 50 and higher time frames before getting in, but when I'm watching, I like to watch it on the 5 minutes and 1 minute. Because the 1 minute shows you a lot of things.
I agree. I think we have some questions. We have some new questions here. Do you make your living 100% from trading profits, or do you also have other income streams alongside trading? Who would like to start?
My main source of income is trading. I do have other streams of income, it's not really much. My main one is just trading. So when my trading isn't going that well, I am panicking a bit because I kind of rely on it.
Yeah.
But these past 2 months where I've just had losing months, it's been a bit stressful, but I think this month is picking up now. But yeah, I just rely pretty much on trading.
Okay, I'll go next. I do the same thing. I solely rely on trading and been that way since many years. However, yeah, you're not the only one, Zamco. I had a bad losing streak as well. August was horrible.
Yeah, August.
Yeah. However, like so basically every trade I was taking got me at least 100 pips. However, I'm not that type of person. I have a target, a full target, and I just go full target. I don't care if it gets 50, 100 pips, whatever it is. It either hits my target or I'm gone. And yeah, it was just against me during August.
Yeah, exactly.
We bounced back starting September. We bounced back really good.
Yeah, dude, that's a really good thing to have as well. Like a lot of people, they might see a trade coming up to like very close to my TP and then starting to like pull back. They're like, why don't you close? Why don't you close? Because I have a target for a reason. The previous high is my target, and that's it. I need it to be, and I need it to be swept. Otherwise, I'm not closing this.
100%. I like that mentality. That is me.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people just. This is the thing. They close early. And then when the trade finally hits their TP, they're like, "Oh, I should have held. I should have done this."
Yeah.
And then it just you're messing up your own numbers. Like you could have had much more profit, and then when it comes to your next trades, you just have a bigger buffer to work with. But just because you were scared, you don't stick to your plan, just let it do its thing. You're just disadvantaging yourself. So the numbers just work better when you just let the trade do its thing and stop taking profits early. And
100% agreed. I really agree with you.
We're rejecting the 15-minute inefficiency or fair value gap.
That's nice.
Yep.
So I'll go next, or Rosa, would you like to go next? I think they know the answer.
Yeah, it's only trading, so I only know how to do that.
Honestly, like I do not rely 100% on trading. I used to, but at some point in your life, you will need to have other streams of income, especially coming from investing, not trading, because that's better for the long term. At some point, we're getting older. Sometimes, the risk appetite changes when you get married, when you have kids, when you open a business, whatever. All of that plays a role in your risk appetite. So I used to rely on trading for my income 100%, but no. Now I can safely say that trading makes me most of my money, but that doesn't mean that I rely on it. I think the wise thing to do was after you make a certain amount of money in trading, you should set up a retirement account that is a portfolio that you keep adding to every month, so that when you reach a certain age, your desired age of retirement, you will have a certain amount of money. Plus, it's good always to have an emergency fund so that you wouldn't be you wouldn't panic if you have a losing streak or a losing month, as the guys were talking about just a few minutes ago. So that's my 2 cents on it.
Interesting. See, now I had a whole conversation with my mum about emergency fund.
That's very important.
See, I don't see the point of an emergency fund, because if I'm losing in trading, I'm gonna then use my emergency fund to put it into trading. So what's the point of having an emergency fund?
That's not what you use emergency funds for. You use emergency funds to actually cover emergencies, like if you need to pay your rent, if you need to, God forbid, you need a medical, you need to cover a medical bill or something. That's what kind of emergencies I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But just because you want to buy a new like pair of shoes, no, that's not emergency. Even if you feel that it's urgent, but no, that's not emergency.
I want to add in.
Yeah.
For emergency funds, I kind of have the same mentality as Zamco. However, I do have an account that is called rent money account. So I don't have any rent to pay, but that's what it's called, because the rent's money you cannot play with. So you cannot even over leverage with. That is what I do. I trade on that account with very simple trades every 2-3 days. I make a certain number by the end of the month, which fulfills my needs per month, whatever it is, luxury, whatever it is. It covers everything. It doesn't go above that, sometimes below or above tiny bits, but I do see that every trader needs to have such an account that they do not even trade on a daily basis and just hit that monthly target and leave it alone. And then you can risk whatever you want on your other accounts, but that account is just going to be there. Let's say, God forbid, something happened. You need funded accounts. You went on a losing streak, lost most of your funded accounts, etc., etc. That account's going to be there. It's going to cover everything. And it's not even your live account. It's not your main live account if you do trade live accounts as well. So I believe that every trader needs to have such an account. And then you have basically a system on your risk to reward and everything. Make simple tiny bits on a daily basis every 2 days, compound it, and it's going to be a pretty big chunk by the end of the month if you do that. And it always works.
See, I think that comes down to priorities and different situations, of course. Mm-hmm. My priority is my business. I will drive myself into the ground, dirt broke, zero, just prioritizing my business. I'll keep putting everything into it. I don't care if I go homeless. It's like, this business is everything. So I think it comes down to your
Zamco,
priorities.
I would do the same thing when it comes to trading. I would do that 100%. But at the same time, I do need that rent money account as well.
Wouldn't. I
personally would, because I've told you before, I lost everything. Over 220K live funds, which was horrible. And then I had to restart from scratch.
Yeah.
Okay. And I made it after starting again from nothing. So I know that if I do eventually fall, God forbid, and have to put every last penny that I have, I would do that, because I would make it if I fall, regardless of what happens. But I can never ever say, oh, I'm going to go and get a job or stop trading, or I don't have money to buy a funded account. All these things. I would go to the last penny that I have when it comes to trading.
Yeah. It depends on your situation. I know if I can't pay my rent here, I go dirt broke. I'll go live with my parents. That's it. I'll live rent free over there. That's what I mean. It depends on your situations as well. If you can fall back on something, then great. I know if I lose everything, I'll just go back to living with my parents, make some money, however, through a job or whatever, put it straight into trading, and then start the cycle again.
I love that psychology.
What about 30 years from now?
Yeah, so obviously at that point, I want to quit trading for one. I don't like to trade. I just want to build as much capital as possible to put it into passive businesses and then just let it do its thing for me. So that's kind of the aim right now. But right now,
that's what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was saying. That I don't want to be trading forever. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would die of a stroke if I'm trading for life. I like passive income.
It's too stressful. No.
It is. Yeah. I really hate trading, but it's just the money's good. So obviously I do that. And I see it as I'm young right now. I've got some fire. I'm doing well. Keep pushing as much as I can in trading, build as much money, and then put it all away into something that will just take care of me. But I'm currently at the stage where I have to put everything, every penny I've got, just into this, make it work, until I don't need it to work.
100%.
So the behavior is very normal. The younger you are, the more risk appetite or the more risk you can tolerate. So that's absolutely fine. But the emergency fund was a game changer for me because, like, even if I'm going through a losing streak, I have something to fall back on. So for those of you watching, if you struggle with losing streaks, the emergency fund would give you the peace of mind that you need to get out of that losing streak. I was reading a question right now. It was actually a good question. Yeah. You can trade only technicals without fundamentals? Definitely. Can't you see? We have Rosa with us. The factory girl. Very successful.
The one who knows nothing about fundamentals.
And she is super profitable. So yeah, you
That's
can.
true. I wouldn't say I'm not, but yeah.
Okay, so there was another question. Okay, best psychology tips and how to avoid attachment to trades. I'll get back to that. Just give me a second because what was it? Yeah, someone was asking, can I hold trades if I don't know anything about fundamentals? Yeah, sure, of course you can. But your technical analysis should be like really spot on. Having fundamental knowledge definitely helps you hold or like backs up your trade with a story. So yeah. All right. So someone asked me about, yeah, can we hold our trades for a week or more without fundamental knowledge? The answer is yes, but fundamental knowledge helps you hold with like a peace of mind.
Confidence.
Yeah. When you have a story backing up your analysis, that's a great thing to have. But if you don't, just go with technical. That's what I do anyway. So the best psychology tips. I think let's give them one each. Zamco, what's your favorite psychological tip?
Detach from the outcome and just focus on the process.
All right. Rosa?
I was about to say the same one. Just detach of the result and keep doing the same every day. Keep going.
What about you, Salah?
Do not risk what you can't cover. That makes sense. Don't risk your rent's money.
I thought Zamco was going to say get married.
I mean, that's not really. Is it? Is that psychological? Maybe. Yeah. I guess that's
everything
true.
is psychological. Yeah.
Yeah.
The responsibility plays a role. Gives you reasons to push harder.
I think just getting married isn't good enough. It's getting married to a good person.
Of course. That was the joke.
Because the wrong one will make you broke.
100%.
For me, the best psychological tip would be you will never be able, understand this. You will never be able to control your emotions unless you have a trading plan. A trading plan should include the way you execute, the way you exit, the way you enter trades, the way you, how much are you risking per trade, how much are you risking per day, per week, per month, per year even. And of course, like when you have all of that, when you have a plan before you enter any trade, there's nothing that can surprise you. So you stay well composed and you stay what's it called? You stay calm. So being calm is the best thing to have when markets are volatile or choppy. So yeah, that would be my advice. or
I thought of a really, there was another one that I've come across. It's a really good one. And
Yeah.
it's the moment you enter a trade, just see it as though it's already lost. You've already lost it.
Yeah.
You lost the trade already. That's it. And that helps you just accept if it does go against you. It's like, oh, well, I mean, it already lost anyways. If it works out, oh, wow, it worked, great. But straight away, the moment you enter a trade, just think it's already a loss.
Exactly. So another one is, guys watching, I want you to be careful of something. You shouldn't get mad or angry after a loss, or you shouldn't be happy or too happy after closing a profit, because there's something wrong. This should be like very mechanical. You shouldn't be feeling anything. Of course, like feeling some feelings or some emotion is fine, but getting too excited for a profit or too angry for a loss, there's something wrong. You're not following your plan. Because if I planned like 2 months ago that I will make $50,000 on this trade, and 2 months later my TP hit and I make the $50,000, so why should I be excited? I already know. And if I lost, for example, $10,000 on that trade, and 2 months later I lose $10,000 on that trade, on that same trade, also fine, because I already know that this could happen. This was like a scenario that could happen. So that's basically that was the game changer for me.
So
Okay, what else do we have?
some people are asking about win rate, and they can be profitable if they don't have a high win rate. Win rate doesn't define if you're going to be profitable or not. Your risk to reward is what matters, because
Exactly.
who cares if you lose 10 trades and win 2, and then your 2 winning trades are basically 1 to 5, 1 to 10.
Yeah.
You are going to be profitable.
I remember posting a
Correct.
screenshot of my trading history. It was just minus, just all reds and then one blue at the bottom, but it was a
Bad trade.
really big blue, and it made back everything plus more. And I was like, well, there you go. Low
Yes.
win rate, but a very high risk to reward, and it worked. So
That's
it doesn't
what
really matter
matters.
about win rate.
Mhm.
Obviously, if you have a low win rate and a low risk to reward, then you're not going to win. But you just have to balance out the numbers.
100%.
Yeah, these two variables combined together, some people forget that. My ratio on gold is not over 30%.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm profitable because it's not only the win ratio, and also it's something important. Some people say I win like 80% of the time, but then you have to analyze why these numbers come up on some, on these web pages, these pages you can see the track record.
Mm-hmm.
Some people very rapidly put the trade on break even, so that makes the success ratio to go up, but not the winning ratio. So it's not a losing trade, but it's not a winning trade.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like you are like 70% profitable or 80, but in reality, it's because you break even like 50% of the time. So be careful. It's two variables: is the win ratio, but also is how much do you win when you win. Because mine on gold is 30. Sometimes it's even 25,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter. And how many trades do I take on a losing streak? Many, doesn't matter. But my success ratio is very high because I moved to break even. So reality doesn't show my stats on my journal. My journal says I'm super billionaire because I'm 1 to 5 and 80% profitable, but this is not reality.
Yeah, but most of them are break even. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if I take
Yeah,
out the
that's why.
break even, that's why. So it's two variables to take into account. Plus, make sure the way this person's trading reflects a reality. So it's important to me. And when I realized I got more profitable because I was always thinking, oh, that one's 80% profitable. And it's been like 1 year into trading. How come I can't even be like the same? And so that's it. It's because that person used to put on break even the trade, the same thing I do now, very quickly. So the stats are super nice when you show them, but it's not real.
Yeah, but you're protecting your capital, which is like
Oh no. I mean,
it's great.
the only thing I'm saying is if I will give you my stats, it's like what? 70%, 80%, but then you lose like 10 times in a row. And the winning ratio is like 70.
Yeah,
That
I
sucks.
get you.
Then the winning ratio and the way you manage the trade, that's why that makes a difference.
Most of the most profitable traders I know have a win rate below 35%. I don't know any trader that makes a lot of money out of trading having a win rate higher than 35% personally.
Mine's like 70,
Mm-hmm.
and risk to reward is like 1 to 5, 1 to 8 average.
Beautiful.
But that's assuming I actually take the trades that I should be taking, like my actual confirmation. All right, cool. Now it's presented itself, and then you take it.
Mm-hmm.
I take a bunch of stupid trades. That's why I tend to take way more losses. But many
That is
times,
what I do. Yeah.
yeah,
On paper, when you check your results, your win rate, my win rate is like 70, 80%. But then the trades you take without documenting are the ones that drop it to like 35, 40.
Yeah. So my strategy's win rate is like 60, 70%.
Yeah.
But really good risk to reward, like 1 to 5 average to 1 to 8. But yeah, the trades I take at the end, I look at it like, why did you even take that? You didn't even, literally, you had 1 confirmation out of 5.
Yeah.
Zamco was 2 a.m. or like 3. I don't know about EST, but it's 7 a.m. UK time, so BST, I believe. this comment right here. Any advice to know what pairs or assets suit me? I don't know what suits you.
I can answer that. What's the color of your eyes?
Oh,
Answer me. If you answer me, I'll answer you.
okay, well, mine are brown.
It
so what would you
depends.
say for me?
No, it depends. No, he's asking about you or about himself.
Himself.
Yeah, then he needs to answer what color is are his eyes. Yeah, 'Cause that's how you know what instruments suit you best.
I would say to everyone, just German 40. Oh, it's one of the best pairs I've ever traded. I love it.
Yep.
I haven't traded DAX since like 3 years probably.
Oh, you're
me too.
missing out.
I've seen your trades, Zamco. I've seen it. You're killing that.
Oh, I love DAX.
Guys, where do you see each other's trades? I feel like I'm missing out.
Instagram, bro.
You know a lot about each other. I don't know anything.
Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah. I've seen it on Instagram.
Ah, okay. Because I remember like the first ever time like I finally became profitable was when I started trading NASDAQ. Because previously I would only trade forex pairs and gold, and it just wasn't that great. The moment I traded indices, so I was like, NASDAQ, oh wow, this is amazing. And then German 40 is basically NASDAQ on steroids. Like
I was about to say that.
I'm like, whoa, German 40 is even better than this. What the hell?
Yeah, NASDAQ moves 10 points and DAX on the same movement, it's 150.
Yeah.
So it's
I love it.
And DAX is usually earlier.
Yeah, that's why I like it. It's 7 o'clock in the morning for me. So that's when market opens for NASDAQ German 40. So it's perfect.
See that?
I wake up at
15-minute
7
closure
because
was
it's
good.
8.
This 15-minute closure was really, really good. Closed above.
Yeah.
It's going up.
Let's see. As long as it closes above, it's good for us. However, it's being choppy.
Zamco, I think you should give me your MT5 plate, number plate. People are after my number plate. It's hilarious.
Your car's plate is MT5?
Yeah, MT5 GOAT. So MT5 is 9080. So MT5 GOAT.
That's crazy. Nice one.
People think it was expensive. It was only like £250, something like that. I just
Yeah,
bought it
because
straight away.
probably nobody knew, like, you know,
Yeah.
the 9, the G, all that.
It's literally perfect.
Okay, gold, let's go. Let's look at NASDAQ. $9:30 EST and NASDAQ didn't even do anything yet. It's boring.
Yeah, I'm happy with my FX pairs. I have Euro USD, GBP USD, and USD JPY.
But
I'm
they
very
move
happy
so
with those.
slow.
Stress-free.
Zamco, so you stay in the UK? Yes, I'm in London. Are any of you coming to the Prop Firm Expo in London?
Nope.
No?
I don't know what that is. I'm going to the forex expo in Dubai, like after 2 weeks.
Yeah, so it's basically like that type of expo, but like a prop firm expo that's happening in London.
Oh.
So like major prop firms are going to be there for just like a regular expo.
So is FundingPips going to be there?
I'm not sure. I don't think
You know
so.
what? I'll ask. What is it called? The expo?
The London prop firm.
I have been checking flights to be there for a couple of days.
Ah, yeah, it's next week, Saturday.
Is this 27th?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so scared because they invited me to speak on the main stage, and I was like, I've never done public speaking like this. Oh, that's gonna be terrifying. I don't even know what to do.
You got this. You got this.
I literally don't know what to talk about.
Do not have a script. Don't memorize anything.
Yeah.
So it could be natural and you could actually do good.
I disagree. He'll choke if this is the first time. Yeah, if this is the first time, he'll choke. I have some experiences with public speaking, so yeah.
Well, I've been on many podcasts, so I'm gonna basically do what I say in podcasts, like just kind of.
It's just that a lot of people are gonna be in front of you.
Yeah, I know my heart's going to be racing as I'm standing up there. But I think I can do it. I'm literally just going to introduce myself as I normally do on videos or whatever. Same thing. And then just straight go on to my journey, what I've been through. This is my strategy. And these are the things I've learned along the way, and just basic stuff like that.
So yeah, FundingPips is not going to be there, no.
Ah, man, that's a shame.
I'm not even in the German one. What's the German one?
There's a German one?
I don't know. What German?
So if some guy is telling you my eyes color is black, answer me.
Aha.
Okay, ready?
Okay, how tall are you?
Boom, look at gold.
NASDAQ dropping, but I'm out of the trade already.
Why?
Why do you close?
NASDAQ, because it hit my TP, my stop loss, a few minutes ago.
I thought you exited.
Okay. That's probably just going to take that liquidity on NASDAQ and
I
Bounce
know.
back up instantly.
All right. I'm out.
This is, you see the gold trade right now, the precision of fair value gaps. I
Yeah.
really love it. Like if you had entered on the start of the fair value gap and stop loss just below the candle that created it, that's a really tight stop, precise entry, and just a higher risk to reward.
Yep.
It's just perfect. Just tapped into a rejected bomb.
I think
Beautiful.
it's safe now to like just put your stop loss there, no?
Where? To higher up my SL
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, like a little bit below that. Yeah, I think that's good, no?
Yeah, I believe, yeah. Exactly right here. Yeah.
Okay, so to answer the guy who was asking which pairs should he trade, enough messing around. My real answer is you need to test and see which pair like uh, is easier for you to read. So each pair or each instrument on the chart has a different behavior. So if you like fast stuff, you should be looking at NASDAQ German 40, gold, silver, whatever. If you like more controlled movements, you should be looking at FX pairs like Euro USD, GBP USD. If you want like something in the middle, you go to GBP JPY, which is like the cross between like the pound and the yen. Euro JPY also is a good one. What else do we have? Um, I think that's pretty much it. If you want crazy stuff, go to crypto market.
I hate that. I really hate crypto.
Yeah, and if you want to die of a stroke, go to oil.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Instant stroke.
I've never understood the oil market. I've always looked at the charts. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out where I want to enter and why.
Zamco, you don't want it. Trust me. You don't need it.
you
You're
know
good
what?
at what you
Believe
are.
it or not,
Trust
I
me.
used to make a lot of money on oil back in the day, like 7 years ago. But now I truly do not understand the movement.
Same.
It's really confusing.
Used to be great.
Pre-COVID, it was
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Pre-COVID, yeah. Like it gave you 1,000 pips very easy back in the day. Now,
Mhm.
like you can't even get 200 pips like without like having a mini stroke.
Trading is really fun when you think about it a bit differently. So, for example, you know when oil went down to zero, a lot of people,
So minus 37, yeah.
yeah,
The
basically
future
below
contracts,
zero,
yeah.
and a lot of people were just living their day-to-day lives. They had no clue really that what oil is actually doing, like what the market's actually looking like. And it's fun being traders and understanding, like you're just seeing the world on a chart. You're like, oh wow, we're crashing over here, we're going below
Yeah.
zero. But normal day-to-day people, they don't really know what's going on. This is really interesting when you see like how the pricing of things in the whole world is changing. But day to day, you don't really ever see
You
that.
know what else was fun to think about at that specific day? That this is happening for the very first time in history.
Yeah.
So Warren Buffett and myself, and of course everyone trading, are witnessing the exact same thing right now. So that was a fun thought. When something happens for the very first time in history, that's I don't know, it gives a weird feeling.
That's cool. That's cool. Do you guys ever like imagine in your minds, you know, like Wolf of Wall Street or whatever, like how the trading floor, like everyone's screaming on the phones?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever imagine that when like these big crashes are happening, like, yeah, people are probably going crazy on the stock market floor right now and screaming? Like, I always envision
I've seen
that.
one or two, like live.
Really?
You've seen it live.
Yeah, I've seen it live.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
It is.
during COVID and before COVID, there was the. Do you guys remember the Brexit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big day as well. The trading floor went crazy. on that day.
Oh man.
See, I wouldn't ever want to get a physical job,
Mm.
but I would want to be at like one trading floor or something, just chilling there.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see that. I want to hear the screaming and everything.
Yeah.
That's how I fell in love with trading. Or I was like, basically, we were doing a rotation in the bank to like learn about different departments. The minute we entered that room that says no entry, like there was a sign that only authorized personnel. So I was interested, like, why no one can enter here? So we went to train in there. The minute they opened that door, there was no voices coming out. Once they opened the door, I heard them saying, "Buy 10 million, buy 10 million." I thought, like, oh my god, this is the place I want to live in. So that was the first time I fell in love with trading and
I
markets.
bet that's beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I
One
cannot
good
forget.
experience.
I even remember the guy who was screaming. I swear to God, I even remember him, and I still have him on social media.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't know, but he changed my life.
Oh man. It's like it's a completely different world. Like people are shouting $10 billion, millions, billions, and
Exactly.
people are concerned about like a few hundred, but there are people on a different monetary level
Yeah.
trading billions. Like we can't even fathom it, and it's just so normal. It's crazy when you think about how different things are. It's just a different world.
So yeah, there's like it's nice. It's nice. I remembered now why I love this.
Do you remember now?
Now I remember. Yeah. How did we reach there?
Oh, I was saying like I do you guys envision like the trading floor going
Yeah.
crazy?
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Correct. Yeah.
I want to see that. That'd be so cool. And not just on a regular day when like there's a big crash or something happening and everyone's panicking. That's what I want to see.
I would want to experience just all days, basically different kinds of days. In a like trading floor, in a prop firm's headquarters. I want to see like what they're talking about, what they're doing. I always want to see those things.
Like most days, they gather for food and they drink coffee. I'm telling you the secrets. They gather for food, they eat breakfast together, they drink coffee because the markets are not moving, and their only job is to catch moves in the market or cover the like banks or the institutions' positions. But otherwise, like
Is it
let's
that
say,
boring?
yeah, yeah, it should be boring. If it's not boring, then you're losing money. If you want to trade and make money, it should be boring. It
Yeah.
has to be
Yeah, I
boring.
know.
Yeah, but trading can be very exciting, even like more exciting than, I don't know, skydiving. But um, doesn't mean that you'll make money. But if you want to make money, trading is a very boring job.
Oh yeah.
This guy's spamming your biggest losses in one trade.
What is it? Your biggest losses in a single trade?
Yeah.
I believe it was around 400,000.
Dollars?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
What about you guys?
Wait, before we move on, how did you manage that? I'm a bit confused.
You know what? Like, this trade was like a bit different because right before that trade, I made around 800,000 in a week. So I was willing to risk this much on a single trade.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
that's but it's not the normal way I trade. But it was fun to see like this much on one trade, on a single trade. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Mine's only 70 72,000 or 73,000, something like that.
Let me think of the normal ones.
I don't remember how much in a single trade, but in a day, I've had more than 50K, I'd say. I don't have the exact number.
Mm-hmm.
From your own capital or
Yeah.
prop funds? Yeah.
No, own capital.
Oh, damn.
Prop
That's
firms,
wild.
I would go on a rampage in one day.
Yeah.
Like back in the days, I would blow 300, 400K one day.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Yeah.
I still do that. It's fun.
August. I've done
Yeah.
crazy things in August.
Oh, you know, I had 2.6 million in funding on CFD prop firms, and I lost all of it in August.
Wow.
Back to zero.
One by one, or were you like
one by one?
Oh,
Well, like in little batches of accounts, just kept going down. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
I was
I'm back up to
losing.
8.
Yeah,
Sorry?
I was losing around 200, 300K of funded accounts per day,
Yeah,
or every 2 days.
yeah. It was not fun. But I'm making it back now. I'm on 800K CFD funding and like 1.5 or 1.4 million futures funding. So coming back.
Beautiful.
But yeah, August, don't even get me started. That was
I don't even want to remember.
Who's the spammer you're talking about? Some they're like in the chat. They're talking about the spammer. Don't reply to spammers. Why would I know?
Oh,
That's
because the guy kept asking.
Prince,
what's the
probably.
biggest-
It's Prince. I think.
Prince is the scammer. How did you know?
Spammer.
Spammer.
Yeah, but how did you know that he is a spammer?
No, I don't know. I said I think it was him spamming.
Yeah, they're talking about him.
Because
I don't see anyone like actually spamming. He just sent 3 messages.
Oh, okay.
He didn't spam. No, I just checked. Nobody spammed.
What is a spam on a live stream anyway?
Just
Yeah.
same comment again and again. Like keep asking the same question.
Maybe he wants his question to like jump first. That's basically what's happening.
It was one after the other, just 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Not even like we got pushed down, so we had to ask.
We got a guy saying he bought gold at 668. Can he hold till 3,700? I mean,
That
if I was you, I would if my stops at break even and if I've taken partials.
Oh,
You know
you
what?
take partials?
Me sometimes, yeah. Only when we got days like this. However, on my regular days, no.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was about to say. I don't know how people take partials.
No, look, when I give advice to people, I need to give them the discipline, the side where like they need to follow. But I cannot give my inner self what I do between me and myself when I'm trading.
I don't even believe in partials. I wouldn't even advise anyone to take
Yeah.
partials.
I mean, I don't know how people manage their trades and their level of experience, but you know, so let's say if it was me, if it was you, if it was Rosa, Saif, I would ask you guys. I don't think that I take partials. Zamco doesn't. Rosa and Saif.
I do.
I do.
Because you're a swing trader.
That's
Yeah,
different.
that's the only
different.
reason. But if you're a day trader, would you take partials?
I would, yes.
I
Let me
do, actually.
Let me tell you. Yeah, also Rosa does. So let me tell you why. Because the way I manage my trade is as follows. For example, let's say I enter a trade now. Most of the time, my entry gets retested. So once I get, for example, a 1-to-1, like when it reaches 1-to-1, I close half my position, and then when it goes back down to my entry, assuming I'm buying, if it goes back to my entry, I re-enter with the same amount. So now what happened? I'm almost risk-free.
Yeah.
Because I made 1-to-1. All right. Then I entered back with the same amount.
Mm-hmm.
After I have the breakout, I move my stop loss to break even. So even if my break even hits, I still get out with profit. So that's basically how I manage my trade. So it's risk management and trade management more than anything else. What about you, Rosa?
Fair enough.
I do take
Rosa,
partials.
Samuel is telling you to Mira to WhatsApp.
Okay.
Hey, did
Sorry.
you guys? Did you see NASDAQ?
What's happening with NASDAQ?
It almost tapped the level where the wick is and bounced back up.
Yeah, I just closed the position, a buy position on NASDAQ.
Yeah,
That was
25 points.
It was very clean. Grab that liquidity over there.
Zamco, sir, I would like to ask you about how did you make more than 700K in a year? What was your mindset and your approach with payouts and scaling? Well, I simply reinvested all of my payouts back into buying more challenges and funding. That's pretty much all I did. I kept my strategy pretty much the same. I know it works. I keep doing the same thing, but just keep reinvesting the profits back into just acquiring more funding, which means more profit if I have more funding. So it was just a cycle of reinvesting. That's pretty much it.
Okay, guys. There's the success story at FundingPips. It's going on right now. So jump into the success story. You will learn a lot from these success stories. And to me, it's been a pleasure to be here today again, as always. But I'm just leaving and I think we can all leave because there's news in a few minutes. So what do you think, guys?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
There's not much happening.
All right, so remember just to jump into the success stories at FundingPips. Very interesting stories at all.
This was fun. Thank you, guys.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was a great session. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good one.
Bye. You too.